Okay, so we're going to start with the main riff of the song, and you need to know that the tuning of the guitar is going to be one step lower. You can actually play the song on a standard tuning, but you're not going to be able to play it on top of the original track. It still sound good, but you're not going to be able to play it with along the original track. So basically, what we're gonna start doing the main riff. So. We're going to start doing that. So we're going to use the open A string. We're going to strike it twice. We need to do palm muting. And then we're going to do 7 and 9, okay? 7 of the D string and 9 of the G string. We do the same thing twice. We strike again the open A string twice. And then we go to 5 and 7 and we repeat the same movement twice. Then again, open A string, and we do that. We strike 5 and 7, we strike once, and we do a slide to the 4 and 6. And that's going to be the main riff, and that's actually pretty much the whole song. There's not much going on. So you're going to do this, we're going to repeat it with the intro, and you're going to repeat it with the verses. And now with the verses, we end it on a different way. We do that. So basically we just go to 3 and 5, 3 of the D string and 5 of the G string. You just strike it once, and if you have a tremolo bar, you need to use it. And before we start with the chorus, we strike twice, okay? Then it's the first round, and then the second round, which is twice and twice. And then we start with the chorus. Alright, so now with the chorus, we're gonna do the following. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna start on the second fret of the D string. We strike just once, only the second fret of the D string, and then we strike the open A string. Now what we can do? We're gonna do that. We can strike 5 of the G string and second fret of the D string one time, and then we go to 3 and we move this position on the 4th on the D string. We change from the second fret to the 3rd fret. And then we strike again the open string. Then we're gonna go again 3 and 5, and we're gonna change position, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna strike the 4 of the D string and the second fret of the G string, and then open A string again, and then we strike 2nd and 4th again, and we're gonna go and strike 5th of the D string and 5th of the G string. We're gonna strike just once, and then we're gonna change the original position, and we're gonna strike 3 and 5. We strike several times, and then we strike the open D string. So let me show you how everything is put together. As soon as we strike the open D string, we're gonna start again. It's the same movements. And now we're gonna change something. We're gonna do the same thing we did before. And we're gonna do that. Instead of going to the open D string, we're gonna slide to the 5th and 7th of the D and the G string. And as soon as we do that, we go back to the main riff. And we just repeat it twice, and then the next verse comes in. Okay, so after the first chorus and the verse comes an interlude, and we're gonna do the following at the beginning. And then the solo comes in. But first, with the interlude, we're gonna go to the 7 of the G string and 9 of the G string. And you're gonna strike both at the same time. And then we're just gonna move on the finger on the 4th string, on the D string, and we're gonna go from 7 to 6. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that 12 of the G string and 13 of the B string. We strike both at the same time, and then we just release the 13. And we strike 12 and 12 of the 3rd and the B string, the G and the B string. Then pretty much we do the same thing but on a different position. On 5 of the D string and 7 of the G string we strike once, and then we just move to the 4 and 7. And this time, instead of going to 12 and 13, we're gonna go to 9 and 10, and then 9 and 9. So basically the same idea we did right here. Instead of the only thing is that we do it on a different position. And then we just repeat the same thing. It's 3 on the D string and 5 on the G string. We strike once, and then we just move one position and go to 2nd and 5th. And then we just go to 8 and 7. And we do that. 8, 7 on the G, 8 on the B. One time, and then just one time on 7 and 7. And then we just go move again to the same to the main riff, and we do one round of that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that to start the main solo. We just do we start with the main riff, and after we strike the open A string twice, we're gonna go to 5 of the A string, 5 of the D string, and 3rd fret of the 6th string of the E string, and we just do palm muting until the main solo starts. Okay, so with the main solo, we're gonna do the following. We're gonna do something like that. So we're gonna go to the fifth position of the D string. We strike 4 times, and then we do that. We go 8 on the 8 of the A string, 7 of the A string. Remember, I'm just naming the strings, not on the tuning we are using, just on the in base of the standard tuning. So it's again 8, 7, and then 7 of the D string and 5 of the D string. And then we just do a bar right here because we need to go to 5 of the G string and then 4 of the G string again. Then 6 of the B string and 5 of the B string. After we do that, we need to do the following. We do that. We go to the 8th position on the B string. We do a bend, a release, a pull off from 8 to 5. And then we just do hammer-ons and pull off between the 8 and the 5. Okay, let's go again. And when we finish, we do that. We go again after we do the pull-offs and hammer-ons. We go to 8 of the B string. We do a bend and a release, and as soon as we do the release, we strike again on the 8 of the B string. After we do that, we go to 5th of the B string, and we do that 7 of the G string, 5 of the B string, and then we go back again to 7 of the G string. And after we do that, that's the movement we need to do. We need to go to 7 again on the G string, do a bend, a release, and a pull off. And after we do that again, we go to 7 of the G string, we do a bend, and then we do a bend again, a release, a pull off to the 5th, and 7 on the D string. So let me go in slow tempo because it is kind of confusing. One second. After we do that, we go to the 5th position of the A string, and we do that. We do a pinch harmonic, okay? So we strike 5th with the harmonic, you do a bend, you do a release, and you strike 5 again. Let's go again. Okay, so the next movement, we're gonna do that. After we are on the 5th position, we go to 7 of the G string, and we do that. We do go to 7, we do a bend and a release, okay? And when we do the release, actually there is no sound going on. We do the release and we strike 7 again of the G string. That's the movement. Then again, we go to 7 and we do a bend. We do the release, a pull off from 7 to 5, and we go to 7 of the D string. That's the movement. The next movement, we're going to do the following. That's what we need to do. We need to go to 7 again. We do the bend, 7, bend like going to 9. We kill the note, okay, when we are doing the bend. There is a release, there is no sound going on the release. We strike 7 again. Again, we strike 7, do the bend, kill the note, do the release, strike 7 again, and then you just strike 7 and do a bend. So basically, you're not doing the release. There is no release going on. You just have to kill the string, do the release without sound going on, and then strike 7 again, and then start again. That's moving slow tempo. Now on the original track, if you listen, there is he's doing a harmonics with this. He's doing something like that. This guitar, it's a very cheap guitar. It's the picks are really noisy. So maybe if you're using an Ibanez or something like that, it's gonna work just fine. So basically you do that, and then what we need to do is the following. So we do that, we go to 7 of the G string to do a bend, and then we need to go to 5 of the E string, then 8 of the B string, strike 8, and do a pull off to the 5th position. Then what we need to do, we go to 8 of the G string, strike 8, 5 of the B, 8 again on the G string, and 5 again on the B. Let's go again. After we do that, we go again to 8 of the G string. We strike 1 time, do a pull off to the 7, and then 7 pull off to the 5th position. After we do that, we go again to 7. You strike 1 time, and then strike a 2nd time, and do a pull off to the 5th position. That's a movement. And now to move forward, we do that. So we go again to 7 of the G string, strike 7, do a pull off to the 5th position, and then go to the D string and 7, and pull off to 5. And now we're going to go to the A string, we're going to strike 7 of the A, 5 of the D, and now we're going to go 7 of the A string, slide to 5th, 3rd fret of the A string, and then 5 and pull off to 3. Everything is on the A string. So let's go again. And as soon as you do that, you go to 5th of the 6th string of the E string, and then strike again, and you do a bend and a release, and you repeat the same motion. Strike, bend, and release. Let's go again with the whole section. And after you do that, you just go back to the main riff. So let me show you in real tempo this last part, and then we just move forward to the final part of the song. Okay, so after the main solo, everything else on the song is just the main riff, okay? We just repeat the main riff over and over again. And at the end of the song, we just repeat the interlude. And we just do the main riff of the song until the song ends. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. So remember to subscribe to our channel, and I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and see you next time.